Hey guys, how's it going? Hope everything's good. So in my recent Road to Global Elite video, I mentioned at the start that I practiced by warming up against some bots that are custom. So these bots are the default bots with some alterations to make them more aggressive, have better aim, and to rush together more. So I'm going to put a link to that in the description. If you want to download them, just follow this video. I'll explain how to set them up. So the first thing, of course, you need to do is to download the bots. In the raw file, I'll put a readme which explains what to do with each individual file. And before you start CSGO, you need to make sure you have the right launch commands in there. So right click on CSGO in Steam, click on properties, then set launch options. You then want to put the following commands in there. The first one is -tickrate128. That will set the tick rate on your own personal LAN server to 128 tick. The second is -maxplayers30, and the third is -maxplayers_override. That will just allow you to have as many players on your own LAN server as you want. Next, you just need to load up CSGO, click on play, and then offline with bots. This works on any map you want, so you can use it on any default map, you can use it on any workshop map, anything you like at all, just like the normal bots. So pick any map you want, select any difficulty. The difficulty doesn't make any difference because the bots are custom, they're all going to be the same difficulty. So if you select easy, they'll be exactly the same difficulty as if you select expert. It's all exec in the config. So when the map loads, before you select a team, the first thing you want to do is type in exec bots.cfg. That's bots, bots.cfg. You'll get a message given my YouTube channel which confirms that it's worked. You then want to join CT. If you start T, it doesn't work correctly, so always start CT if you are using these bots. When you get in game, you then want to type exec and then the name of the team you want to play against. At the moment there is NIP, Fnatic, Cloud9 and Virtus Pro. So after you have exec the config, you just want to press up and enter again, and that will exec the config for a second time. The reason you want to do this is because if you just exec it once, it will add 5 bots to the enemy team, and I find that's just not quite enough. So if you press up and enter again, it will actually add a 6th bot onto the other team, and that way you get better practice. So that's about everything. By default, when you exec the config and add the bots, it will be MR12, so that means you'll play 6 rounds as CT, then the teams will switch and you'll play 6 rounds as terrorist. That way I find the match is over pretty quickly, and it gives you a good chance to practice pistol rounds, gun rounds, and anti-eco and eco rounds. So you get a nice different feel for matchmaking, and it prepares you for a game. If you want to, you can change any of the settings by changing the bots.cfg file, and that way you can change the round time or the max rounds, whatever you want really. So I hope you guys do get as much use of these bots as I do. I find it really good practice because you're in your own little private server, you can listen to music and chill out and do it at your own pace. You can practice gun rounds, pistol rounds, everything like I said before, and it's just a nice different way of practicing as opposed to just deathmatch or public servers. So if you've got any questions, please do ask in the comments and I'll make sure I answer them. And if you want anything adding or you have any suggestions, please let me know, and do subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks guys.